20 recently released must-play games for your Atari 8-bit computer, coming up next. I was going to narrate and introduce each of these games, but because I have a bad sinus infection, I've instead used a super powerful AI tool to try and mimic my voice exactly. Let me know in the comments how well I did.
Mikie is a 2024 release of a 2006 demo of an early 80s arcade game where you must collect hearts from your girlfriend. In Run Fox Run, you press the fire button to change the direction of a fox, who is uncontrollably slaloming through the forest, trying to avoid all of the hunting cameras. In Code Brown. Not the Code Brown you are thinking of. You are tasked with trying to climb each set of stairs before the floor below catches up with you. Jeff was not very good at this one, as you can tell. Missile Command Arcade VBXE is a new conversion of Arcade Missile Command, using the original machine language source and the video board XE hardware for graphics output. Cyborg Warriors is a fun horizontal scrolling shooter, ported from the BBC Micro by Vega, Kaz, and Mikie, and requires 128K to play from an exe file, because of its large sprite library. Rotor 2 is a new version of the 360-degree Pong game, Rotor, which adds a single-player mode, as well as stereo sound, paddle, and Atari ST mouse controls. Dude's Story is an incredibly well-crafted platform action-adventure, where you must traverse lovely environments, with excellent controls, to find treasure and more. Last Party Boxing, a game demo release for the Polish Last Party 2024, takes a little while to figure out, but you'll enjoy looking at it while you do. Der Schraenker 3, a 2023 abbuc entrant, is an action-adventure tribute to Montezuma's Revenge, that plays more like the Platoon port to 8 and 16-bit computers, but with much less shooting. Caverns of Eris, another 2023 abbuc entrant, is a wallop-sized, horizontal shooting, extra weapon collecting blast fest. Jeff's favorite, non-asteroids style game. DOTA is another in a long line of Martin Simcek produced, excellent, compelling, and ultimately, at least for Jeff, frustrating, arcade puzzle games. Jeff tells me he had to add at least one Inufuto game to this list, and he chose Hopman, because of its fun simplicity, and its use of the Atari 8-bit fine horizontal scrolling. Time Wizard, first place winner in abbuc 2023, gives the player the controls to manipulate space and time to solve platform puzzles, possibly leaving dead butterflies all over the place. Night Night, ported from the MSX version, the second place winner in abbuc 2023, is a platform game, similar, but not a clone of, Miner 2049er. Zauberball 23 is an Atari 8-bit reinterpretation of Whizball from the C64 and Atari ST. This version takes full advantage of the Atari Pokey, Antic, and GTIA sound and graphics hardware. Double by Pop Milo is the first of a couple of Vladimir's easy-to-learn, difficult-to-master, abbuc 2023 arcade puzzle game entries that we find to be quite fun and aesthetically pleasing. Ink Spill, the second Pop Milo game on this list, was so easy and fun that Jeff probably got his sinus infection by staying up late playing it and drinking Diet Cokes. RetroMaze started out as a test to see if a 3D game could be made with just Atari ASCII characters, and turned into a 15-level contest to explore, find items, trade with NPCs and more. Zdendazuma Level Pack 01 adds more fun and very difficult levels to the 2022 Flop magazine release of the Montezuma's Revenge clone by Zdendazuma. Tebra Extended is a minimalistic, but really quite fun, an enjoyable puzzle roguelike that reminds Jeff of many great DOS shareware games from the early 90s. That's all for this time. Take a look below for information on obtaining these games to try for yourself. Jeff apologizes for not being here himself. He is on the mend, and will hopefully be 100% for the next Atari 8-bit video.
We were children of the Silicon Revolution, an X generation conscripted to fight the console and home computer wars. A product of an analog 70s childhood, we came of digital age in the 80s, believing we could affect the world 8 bits at a time. Armed with joysticks, full-stroke keyboards, Jolt Cola, and MTV haircuts, we proceeded into the vertical blank. There, we stayed up late at night, devising incantations from D&D rulebooks and beginners' all-purpose symbolic instruction code. Video games were the match, and programming was the fuse, as the infinite possibilities of the digital world exploded into the internet age to come. We are Generation Atari.
Into the vertical